Sunday, Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days. Thursday, Friday, happy days. The weekend comes, my cycle hums, ready to race to you. These days are happy and free. These days are share them with me. Goodbye gray sky, hello blue. There's nothing can hold me when I hold you. Feels so right, it can't be wrong. Rocking and rolling all week long. Sunday, Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days. Thursday, Friday, happy days. Saturday, what a day. Grooving all week with you. These days are share them with me. These days are happy and free. These happy days are yours and mine. These happy days are yours and mine. Happy days.
No, that's not right.
Iain Lee.
Iain Lee.
Absolute
Radio.
I have literally no ideas for the show tonight, so I thought I would turn that into the idea for the show. So, on tonight's show, for the first time deliberately ever, absolutely nothing at all. Yeah, I know, doesn't sound like it's going to be a winner, but trust me, this is Sony Gold. 0330 123 1215. Come on, but you've got to be prepared to talk about absolutely nothing. Here's the cure.
Absolute Radio.
Put the phone down and switch the radio up.
Are you a boob or a bum man?
Ramadama Ding Dong, Ben Jones here, and this is the Iain Lee Show on Absolute Radio. Call him now, 0330 123 1215.
So Eloise is not here, Robbie is here.
Evening.
Evening. Thank you to Ben and his police escort who was with him throughout the show, just to make sure there was no repeat of the crimes he committed during last night's show.
Yes.
Let's go to line 1, you're on the wireless.
Good evening, this is Peter Field with Absolute Baseball. Tuesday winners were the White Sox over Atlanta 9-6. There was a vanishing ball in that game.
Right.
See the video on MLB.com. Also, the Cardinals over the Jays 9-4. Colorado over Boston 2-1. The Yankees over Arizona 9-3. And the Mets over Detroit 14-6. Tonight it's Marlins and Orioles, so till next time, see you in the bullpen.
Pitcher fielder, there we go. Let's see. Line 2, do you want to come on now or do you want to come on later?
Well, you know, a little bit later.
Okay.
Thank you.
Right, here we go. So, Eloise is probably almost near to Glastonbury now. She left at 2 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, she reckoned it was going to take forever, didn't she?
We worked it out mathematically. Hang on a second. Sorry. Listen, line 1, you're on the wireless.
Oh, hello, Ian. How are you? It's Taylor Hanson from Hanson.
It's Taylor Hanson from Hanson, everybody. This is fantastic.
No. Don't get excited, Ian. Don't get excited.
Oh.
And I've got a bone. I've got a bone to pick with you.
You've got a bone to pick with me. It's a strange phrase, isn't it? I've got a bone to pick with you. I don't know what that means.
It's a strange phrase, actually. But just don't stop suckering me in.
Stop doing what to you?
I'm angry.
Okay. Why are you angry, Taylor Hanson from the Hansons?
How long have I been phoning Ian?
Do you know, I don't know. I have a memory of a fish, so to me, this is the first time we've ever spoken.
Well, at least 2 years or whatever.
Wow, that long.
How many Hanson songs have you played on your Absolute Radio show?
We have played, let me get this right, 0 Hanson songs.
Well, it's very upsetting, isn't it?
Okay, what Hanson song would you like?
Well, we did...
Listen, if you want to come on and get... You're a regular caller, you're absolutely right.
Yes.
If you would like me to play a Hanson song, tell me what Hanson song you like, and I will play it for you.
We we did the one about an umbop, but
Yeah.
that would be lovely to hear again.
You want to hear the umbop?
Have a bit of the umbop.
Oh, OK, well, this is for you. This is Hanson and the umbop.
Hanson and umbop with me, Taylor Hansons of the umbop.
Sing along.
No man, no
I quite liked Hanson. I went and saw them in concert. My first day of filming on the 11 o'clock show.
Yeah.
I met my then girlfriend at Wembley Arena in my big grey suit, and we went off and saw these guys. Because I saw Hanson on when I was in Pakistan for 3 months, and I saw Hanson on MTV Asia, and I didn't know anything about them. I thought, this is a really great little indie pop band, and that singer, boy, when she turns 16, she's going to be hot. It was a boy.
Yeah.
Sing along, line one.
Dooby-doo-ba-doo-bop, dooby-doo-bop-boo-bop, dooby-da-bip-doo-bop, bop-a-doo-ba-boo.
We had a little bit of fun there, a little bit of postmodern ironic fun there, and you've ruined it. Now, do you want to come on now, or do you want to come on later?
I'm happy to go now.
Oh, well, let's do it!
Ian, it's been 7 hours and 15 days.
What has?
Well, since you took your love away.
Oh, I thought you meant since that tennis match started.
I go out every night and I sleep all day, mate.
Yeah?
Since you took your love away.
I'm not bringing my love back.
Since you've been gone, I can do whatever I want.
Yeah.
And I can see whomever I choose.
Sounds like a great situation to be in, if you're honest.
I can eat my dinner in a fancy restaurant, mate.
Fancy restaurant, slap-up meal.
But nothing compares.
Yes?
I said nothing compares to you.
Well, that's true, but Smudge, you've got to get over it. We're finished. It's history.
Damn.
Yeah.
Are you a big fan of Shakespeare?
What, the play, man?
Yeah.
I like Much Ado About Nothing. I think the others are rubbish.
Yeah, I thought you might like that one. And also, do you know there's a town in Arizona called Nothing?
No, I didn't know. Oh, we're talking about nothing.
You're doing a show about nothing.
I had it. Now, if I
See
was
what I'm doing there?
Yeah, shut up. If I was a decent presenter and Robbie was a decent producer, we would have come up with lists of nothing lists. But we haven't done that.
Oh.
If this was like a proper radio, like, I don't know, name a proper radio station, Smudge.
What do you mean, like Capital Radio?
Yeah, like Capital Radio, or, you know, something like that. If this were Capital Radio, A, we wouldn't be allowed to do a show as lazy as this. 2, we would have come up with lists of nothings. And C... Well, anyway, Smudge, thanks for calling.
Goodbye.
There we go. 0330 123 1215. We are doing a show, literally have nothing. So the show this evening is about nothing. And here's Hanson and Umbop. Oh, no, hang on, I meant to play this. Okay, it's going to be a humdinger of a show. The show's already got better because Rocking Robbie, my temporary producer, has moved into the other studio. Robbie, how are you doing over there?
Yeah, it's nice in here.
So, what were you doing during the football match?
Nothing.
Did you watch it?
It was on, but I wasn't watching it.
Oh, that's tough guy talk. But you were in the same room as it?
No, I was in the office. Everyone else was watching it. I was doing work.
Jesus, people are so lazy. I was speaking of being lazy, I was asleep while it was on. And I was having a hot sleep because it's really hot at the moment. I don't know if you've noticed that. You can get that call if you want. I'll talk like a lunatic myself. It's really hot at the moment, isn't it? I'm trying to have a doze at 2 o'clock in the afternoon in this heat. Very sweaty. Very, very unpleasant. Too hot to even touch myself. That's how hot it was. Sorry to disappoint you, ladies, but no, I could not manage to do that in this heat. But I had a fitful doze, got up at just after 4. The match, I'm guessing, was still on. Instead, I went out in the garden and played in the paddling pool. How's about that? I didn't turn the television on. I knew nothing about what was going on in the football. What a horrible time it is at the moment, right? It's really hot, which is all right, but it's a bit too hot. And there's the football is on. And the bloody Wimbledon's is on as well.
That's bad scheduling.
But they're both rubbish. So it means wherever you go, I'm sat in front of the TV, flicking away, as I often am, And it's going to be sports. There's going to be sports everywhere. Even if I push my red button, there's sports. It's ridiculous. I hate sports.
Why would anyone want to watch a 10-hour tennis match?
10 hours. Surely one of them... Right, after... This should be the new rule in tennis, right? After 6 hours, right, which is a long time for tennis, the referee should go, all right, lads, what we're going to do is we're now going to play keepy-uppy with the tennis ball. And they've got to play keepy-uppy. What they've got to do is like hacky-sack volleyball. So they have the tennis ball, but they have to use their legs and their heads to play tennis across the net.
That would be amazing.
Someone would muff up then, wouldn't they? Someone would definitely muff up then.
Surely, but what if they were both as bad as each other?
I'm enacting it for Robin. He may just have seen my nuts up my shorts. I'm wearing shorts, which are covered in crushed avocado. I was feeding avocado to a baby, and I'm covered in crushed avocado today, which is a fantastic thing to be covered in. 0330 123 1215 is the telephone number. Literally nothing this evening. Someone who always has nothing to say, and not in the good way, is Gafford.
Ta-da!
Ta-da. Oh, there's the catchphrase. Well done.
There's the catchphrase.
There's the catchphrase.
Yeah, build it up there nicely for me, thank you.
You're welcome, my love.
It's fine, it's good. I was reading the Radio Times today.
Does that magazine still exist?
It still exists, people buy it, like
my
me.
dad used to work at the BBC, and they used to get given the Radio Times free every week. I don't think that still applies.
I don't think it probably does, no.
But it's a weird... But they do like TV... They can't call it the TV Times, because that's the ITV one.
Yeah, so they called it the Radio Times. Because it started when there was just radio.
What was the TV Times had a slogan? There's I never knew there was so much in it.
Really?
Yeah, only because I remember there's an episode of The Young Ones where... Who was the unfunny young one?
The unfunny one. That was the short guy that looked like a mod. Mike, yeah.
He's holding the TV Times and loads of things are falling out of it, like fish and a chimney and just like loads of stuff for ages. And he looks at the camera and he says, I never knew there was so much in it.
Hilarious.
Yeah, hilarious. I wonder, has anyone seen The Young Ones in the last 6 months? Does it stand the test of time?
I'm guessing it doesn't, because it was very relevant to the time it was on, the early 80s.
Yep.
Lots of, Mrs. Thatcher jokes and things like that. So I'm guessing it doesn't, but I'm not prepared to make a final decision until I watch it.
I went and saw The Young Ones live in concert at the Fulcrum in Slough. There's a blast for the past few kids from Slough. When was The Young Ones? Like 1982, 83?
Yeah, something like that.
So I was 9 or 10 at the oldest. And my mum said is it all right to bring kids? Oh, yes, fine. Okay, lovely. Me and my sister, I was 10, she would have been 13. We were the only kids there. One of the routines was Rick Mail, it may have been Kevin Turvey, I'm not sure, gets his penis out and does a ventriloquist act with his penis. And I'm just sat there. You know when you're watching, like, James Bond with your mum, and he's, like, doing it with a lady, and you kind of tense up a bit, and you're just looking at the screen and thinking, don't look at me, I want this. Ah, it's over, he's got a gun.
Did your mum ever turn those bits over?
No, did she?
Mine did, yeah.
Oh!
We were watching Pretty Woman, and my mother turned over.
But did she turn it back, or...?
I think so, later on. Like after, it was the piano, see the bit on the piano, and she turned it over.
Wow, that's enough to cause you sexual malfunction in later life.
Really?
Oh,
that might explain it.
It would explain it.
The Radio Times.
There was a point to this nothingness, yes.
You're in it.
Excuse me?
Absolute Radio.
Excuse me?
The best bit is to come. Absolute Radio, its listings are in the Radio Times at the back.
Oh, so it just says my name?
No. It says Manic Phone-In.
Manic Phone-In TV Times!
Hello?
People who've been reading that are going to be a little bit disappointed, aren't they?
Probably they could do the phrase description or something.
A little bit disappointed about the Manic Phone-In. This is... Could you stop doing that, please, Gafford?
I'm not doing anything.
You're making a bleeping.
No.
Could everyone look through their listings magazines? It's likely that's the only listings magazine I'm going to be in. But if everyone could look through their listings magazines and let me know what description this show has, if any. Some of them may even miss me out. So let me know. 0330 123 1215. Robbie, do we know what it says on the Sky Plus, on the Sky Channel about us?
I think it just got the phone number, hasn't it?
The phone number?
I think it says something, but I think it says, from my memory, because I've given up Sky recently, it says a little description, like in the blue bar that comes up.
Yeah, it should do. Yeah, what does it say?
I don't know, I've given it up Sky, I don't know.
You've actually given up the Sky?
Oh, well, I've gone over to Virgin Media.
But Virgin have just been sold to Sky.
Oh, you're joking.
Yeah, Sky have just bought them.
No!
Sucker, Gafford. There's no... And they bought them, I heard, this is the rumour I heard on the internet, they bought them just to get back at you. Just so you're in their net, Gafford. There's no escape, Gafford.
Well,
Sky owns your ass.
To get back at them and at you, I'm holding up a sign in front of a camera right now that says, up yours.
Well, there we go. Well done, Gafford. Could someone let me know what it says on the blue screen on the... And also the Sky is flawed because it is just a blue screen for radio.
Yeah.
And that's going to burn into your plasma and your LCD, isn't it? It's dangerous.
Well...
What do you mean?
We shouldn't put people off listening.
Oh, no, we shouldn't.
Yeah.
We would never put people off listening, but put people off getting your TV knackered by Sky, there's a fact. 0330 123 1215.
No, that's not right. Iain Lee.
Ian Lee.
Absolute.
Radio.
I don't do this ever. Don't do this ever. I wouldn't even do this for my bestest friend. I wouldn't even do this for my mum. Partly because she's divorced. But it's Joe and Aggie's wedding anniversary. I feel like a DJ, and it's Joe and Aggie's wedding anniversary this evening. It's my hairdresser and his lovely missus.
All right.
I'm thinking if I do this, I'm seeing them on Monday, I might get a free haircut.
Yes.
That's what I'm thinking there. So, Joe and Aggie, happy wedding anniversary, and this is for you. Hope you have a lovely dance to the sexy song "I Touch Myself" by the Divinals. Not really an anniversary type song, but you know, the message holds true. This has got to be one of the sexiest songs in the world, isn't it?
Yeah, it's rude. A bit like Secret Smile. That's a rude one.
Oh, that's about vaginas, isn't it?
Yes.
It's got vagina. But this is good because I remember having this on 7-inch.
Hey.
Whoa! But the cover's quite sexy because it's like a vague picture of a woman. In sort of like, it's like sort of,
Bondage.
No, it's not bondage. It's like fishnet.
Fishnet.
It's actually, but it's like quite a big fishnet, but you can't really see what's going
What,
on.
whole body fishnet?
Yeah, I think so. Something like that. I'll have to dig it out, but I splashed out on that record several times. Hey, whoa, hey, whoa, yes, very, very mucky indeed. I hope my mum isn't listening. She doesn't listen. She doesn't know that I'm still working on the radio. The show this evening is about nothing, and I think maybe we should go to Robbie in St Albans. Good evening, Robbie.
Hello.
Hello, Robbie.
How's it going, Ian?
It's going all right, mate. I've had a big Subway sandwich, and the thing with Subway sandwiches, I love them, but then at the end of them, I always think, I shouldn't have had that. I shouldn't have had it, because it's too big and I always get too much stuff in it, so I'm feeling a bit full, a bit bloated, and I've got that taste of the hot chili sauce in my mouth. Mmm!
Yeah, I felt like that after I had 2 Greg's steak bakes today.
Wow, that's insanity!
They're delicious.
Well, I'm sure they are. Other products are available, but they're probably the best. Why the hell no? Let's speak the truth. Robbie, you're in St Albans. Will you be coming down to London this evening to queue for an iPhone like an idiot?
No.
Okay, I went past the Apple shop. There were about, this was about 9:15. There were about 60 people out there already. The shop, and what time does the shop open tomorrow, Robbie?
I don't know, 7, I think.
You said 8:02.
No, that's the O2 ones.
The O2 shop's open at 02.
Yeah.
Idiots. Why would they do that? To get on telly, innit? To get on the telly, innit? And to get mentioned on the radio. We just fell for it, those blooming Muppets. I don't think I'm gonna... Robbie, I am slowly coming round to a way of thinking that was explained to me by a very powerful man about 11 years ago. A man who I no longer... in fact, I was at dinner next to John Ronson, who has organised this, the fund to raise money for Frank Sidebottom. I believe about £12,000 has been raised now to pay for his funeral. I sat next to him, and there's this very powerful man. Sorry, Robbie, could you keep the noise down?
Sorry, I threw a dartboard.
Don't!
All right, I won't.
Don't!
Sorry.
It's not a dartboard, he's got a lady tied up with... he's just chucking darts there. And this powerful man, who now doesn't employ me, he was the head of Channel 4, and I think he may still be again. He doesn't employ me, that's fine, I can deal with that. But he told me how he'd got rid of everything, pretty much everything he owns. Pretty much everything. And I was going, no. Things are good. It's great to have things. And I was in my flat today, sort of trying to tidy it up, and I just thought, I think I've got too many things. And I don't want a lot of these things.
Can you have too many things?
Yeah, I think you can. I'm slowly coming around to the way of thinking that you don't need things. Because I'm not happy at the moment, Robbie, and these things aren't buying me happiness. And I'm thinking maybe I'd be happier if I didn't have these things. Because these things are cluttering up other things. And if I didn't have these things, then the things couldn't be cluttered by other things.
You have to have some things, otherwise you'd have nothing.
You'd have some things. Obviously, for example, a bed, 3 pillows, and a glass for water.
That's all you want.
Well, that, and the telly, and the Xbox. The PS3 can go, and the Wii can go, if I'm... now they don't employ me anymore, unless they want to start employing me again, in which case the Wii can stay. I'll even get it out of the attic. But I'm just thinking... If anybody, this is getting very zen and very spiritual at 10:30. This would normally be the Ben Jones show where he'd be talking about Aerosmith breaking up yet again. So sorry if this is taxing you a bit too much, but dear listener, if you have gone that way as you've got older and discovered and decided that you don't need things, maybe this is it. This is all building up to something. This is why this show is about nothing. I'm starting to see a spiritual connection. Be with you in a second, Robbie. Right. Starting to see a spiritual connection. If you have decided that you don't need things, or you need less things, 0330 123 1215. And that is why I will not be queuing up for an iPhone 4. I think that's the
iPhone
reason.
4, yes.
That's it. Okay. Robbie, what did you want?
I wanted a barcode special.
I hear barcode! Any good?
Yeah, but the whole idea is someone's got to try and sneak in the word without you noticing.
Are you the idiot that came up with that rubbish thing?
I'm the idiot that came up with that.
Right, so get this right. He comes up without me to do the intro. Well, it was for the show, I think.
Yeah.
And, well, explain the idea to Robbie.
Well, basically, the idea is, I wrote it on Facebook and it caught on somehow, don't know how. Someone has to try and say the word barcode.
I hear barcode!
And if they hear the word barcode...
I hear barcode!
Then that happens.
But how is anyone going to sneak that? It's impossible to sneak that word past me.
It's not. Barcode is a...
I hear barcode!
Is a compound word.
Right, I mean, I know that's 2 words put together, yes.
Right. If they can sort of end the sentence with the word bar, code and stuff...
I hear barcode! But I'm still going to hear it, because it's difficult to end a sentence with that word and then begin with...
But why? Why would you want to do that?
That's the other question, thank you. Yes, why would you want to do that?
A good question.
It kind of caught on in when I used to do the intros and outros to the podcast, which we'll start doing again next week. I've been very lazy on the intros and outros, dear listener. I will start them again next week. And people would phone up and would say that word, and I would say that with the thing with the echo, and it was all very sweet.
You sounded like God.
Thank you. But now, 6 months later, you want to reintroduce that idea. Well, not even reintroduce it. You want to try and introduce that idea for the first time into the show.
I think you're going to forget about this conversation when you're talking to someone, and it's possible that they
What does that mean?
Like, so if you sort of forget about this and someone managed to say it, and they've got 5 seconds for you not to notice it...
But I'm always going to notice it.
You can't guarantee that.
I can guarantee that I pay enough attention. I'm not always listening to what everyone's saying, if I'm completely honest. Sometimes I'm on Facebook looking at the photos of the hot girls. No, not really. But sometimes I'm checking emails and stuff. If someone said the BC word, I would definitely hear it.
So if someone says barcode, then...
I hear barcode!
So if someone says it, and... Well, hang on a minute. Can we do a bet then? 20p.
Okay, let's do a bet. Let's do a fiver.
Yeah. Go on then.
You're in?
Yeah.
Okay, I tell you, a fiver to the Frank Sidebottom Fund, okay?
All right, done.
All right, done. So, and if one slips past me, I pay the fiver, and if none slip past me this evening, Robbie, or no one attempts it, you pay a fiver.
Okay.
Right, and they can't whisper it, so they can't go. They've got to say it properly.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. And I've got to meet you to pay you the fiver.
Well, no, you haven't got to meet me. You can pay it by PayPal to the Frank Sidebottom Fund.
Can't I just give it to you in hand?
No, you can't. I'm not meeting you, you sexual deviant.
You've met me before.
When?
I picked up Vinny from the station.
Oh, that was you. He did pick up Vinny from the station.
So the listeners are meeting each other now?
Yeah, well, this is when we did the football match, and Vinny was late and got lost, and this young lad was very kind and went. But no, you've met me already. You don't need to meet me again.
Yeah, but I like you.
You're not coming to the studio. I know that's what you're angling for. Good effort, but fail. Thank you, Robbie. So there we go. Someone's going to try and sneak that word past. It's impossible.
It's a stupid word. You can't even put that into a normal sentence.
It's not like, I mean, I'm trying to think of a word that would be easier to sneak past, like least or screen or something would be, you could sneak, but barcode it's impossible.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Okay, but let's see. Maybe someone will have a go. It's going to be banging. Okay, Simon.
Yo, what's going on? It's S-Dog.
Sorry?
It's S-Dog, bruv.
S-Dog. You're right. You are right, Ronnie. Robbie, it is going to be banging.
Well, that's what he said.
That's what he said.
I did, bruv.
Yes, bruv.
Sweet. You know how you were talking about, like, not needing stuff and things?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really need that much stuff. I like giving myself up, to be honest.
Okay, so what do you need? Here comes a drug reference. What stuff do you need, Simon?
Basically, got my panties, my, like, Y fronts. It's pretty much your basic, like, staple need. You don't need any other clothes, because that's alright. What else do I need? I need my phone.
Yeah?
But that's it.
Are we talking to Onslow here from Keeping Up Appearances?
What, bro? Sorry?
Yeah, so and so you just sit around in your pants all day on the phone?
Well, I don't always use the phone. I sometimes go out running.
In your
then,
pants?
Obviously, I don't have running shoes, so I have to run in my, like, feet, but that's alright.
Yeah, you're just running in your feet. Who are you calling on the phone?
Who am I calling? Well, I've got a friend.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, I've got two, actually.
Yeah?
I'll call you.
Okay. Yeah. And you're in your pants now, are you, Simon?
Pretty much, yeah.
Excellent stuff. There we go. 0330 123 1215. It's going to be one of those shows, I suspect, this evening. We're talking about nothing, and I think we may... This started off as kind of a light-hearted, actually, I've got no ideas, let's talk about nothing show. I think we could be on the verge of a spiritual breakthrough, dear listener. Huh? How's about that on the Iain Lee Show on Absolute Radio? Oh, yes. Hope Mr. Grace is paying attention. This is going to be the one.
No, that's not right. Iain Lee.
Iain Lee.
Absolute
Radio.
Take those headphones off, brother. I'm playing another song. I've just remembered a film that I'd forgotten all about. That's why I played that song then, because I was looking up something on IMDb, the IMDb app on my phone. By the way, the Iain Lee Absolute Radio iPhone app is with Mr. Grace now. It's on his iPhone, iPad, whatever it is he's using these days. I don't know.
He was looking at it on his phone in the office yesterday.
Was he?
Yeah.
And what did he say anything?
He was laughing.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Oh, we're waiting for the thumbs up from Mr. Grace. As soon as it's got the thumbs up, it's going to be sent to Apple. Apparently, it takes 5 to 10 days for Apple to then process it through their system. Then it gets released as a download, free of charge.
Exciting.
Very exciting. I think it's brilliant. The Rob that's built it is brilliant. And when it does come out, I should be plugging his website mercilessly because he did it for free.
Really?
And I met him, and he's a little bit weird, but he's quite a normal bloke. He has built it for free, and his only payment is that I give him Vinny's phone number, and he's allowed to harass Vinny any time of the day or night he wants.
That's a fair deal.
It's a very, very fair deal. But no, I've met Rob, and he's a lovely, lovely bloke, and he's done it for free. And I think it's brilliant what he's done. So give me a couple of weeks, couple of weeks. But so this film, did you ever see the film After Hours?
No.
Martin Scorsese film with Griffin Dunn, who was, of course, in American Werewolf in London. And I don't know why, if something in the conversation just prompted me to think about it, but it just popped in my head, and I had to look it up, because I couldn't remember. I think it's a good film. It's got Terry Garr in it as well, I seem to remember, who is in the Monkees film Head. Quick, suck it before the venom reaches my heart. And she plays... anyway... But for some reason, can someone phone up 0330 123 1215? Is it worth me renting that film from Blockbusters on DVD? Does it stand the test of time? I've not seen it for years and years and years, and it's kind of like these things where this guy is having a really bad night, and it just keeps getting worse and worse, and it's all nightmarish and hellish, but it's very, very funny. It's all I can remember about it. And it's got Last Train to Clarksville by the Monkees in it. I remember that much. That's the reason I rented it out the first time round, because that was in the trailer. 0330 123 1215. We're kind of talking about nothing, but sometimes we're dwelling on a few things. Will is in Wanstead. Good evening, Will.
I am in Wanstead.
Hello, yes. Okay. Yeah. Yes.
Yes, let's go.
Oh, I'm going.
Okay.
I'm doing it.
I just checked out the Radio Times website, and it says that your little caption thing, it says late night chat and calls from listeners with the cheeky comedian.
I'm a cheeky comedian!
Apparently, yeah.
Oh! I'll prove it. Up yours, Will, you knob. There we go. I'm just being cheeky. I'm just being cheeky. Not necessarily funny, but cheeky. People still... It amuses me that people still sometimes bill me as a comedian. I don't know if I am anymore. I think I kind of knocked that on the head, really. Now I'm just a blurk. I'm just a blurk, and that's it. And I have no special skills, no special powers. I'm just a blurk that talks and is getting away with this for as long as I can before someone realises that I'm not actually doing anything, and they take this away from me, and I have to get a real job. But that probably wouldn't fit on the Radio Times website. So cheeky comedian is a more appropriate summary. I keep leaving big gaps for you, Will. That's your cue.
I thought you were getting ready to cut me off.
No, this is how conversations work.
Okay, no. Well, you. Okay, yep. Anyway, about this thing. How long ago was quite a few months ago?
I don't know. I have no idea what you're talking about. I can't time frame it for you.
Yeah, it's how conversations work. I've got to build up. Yeah.
Okay. Well, no. How conversations work is you can't just suddenly go, yeah, that thing. It was a couple of months ago, and expect me to know what that thing is.
I'm building up.
Okay, but you're building up back to front. You're doing this conversation A over T.
Let's do it like that then, okay?
Okay.
A few months ago, remember? Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Basically, I said I wanted to race you.
Oh God, yeah.
And I'm going to pursue this because I've got a bet on it as well. That I would race you, and you said let it get warmer, and I said yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, now it's too warm. Let it get cooler. I say you can't run in this heat. It's ridiculous. You can barely walk. I couldn't bang one out earlier on today in this heat. It's too hot.
I heard you say. No one really needs to know that. Really,
they did not need to know that. No, apart from that, some of the ladies will, who get turned on by knowing what I get up to in the bedroom in the afternoon.
How do you get time to do that?
What, have a doze?
Yeah, just.
I work 3 hours a day. What do you think?
But I can't believe that.
I work 3 hours a day.
So you don't have any other little side jobs?
Not at the moment. They've all finished.
What, nothing like Big Brother or anything like that?
No, they've not asked me this year. Nintendo stopped. Lost has stopped.
Nintendo?
Oh, you missed that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you missed that. I write a column for Retro Gamer magazine once a month. That takes 25 minutes a month. Yeah. That's it.
What about Shindiggery? No more of that?
Nope, that's dead and gone.
Okay, well, I was just listening to some old podcasts.
Some of the DVDs got sent out today, though, yesterday.
What you should... Yeah. In fact, I was thinking about it. Having a male producer brings back kind of old memories.
Of what, Davis?
Yeah.
But Robbie's good though.
I know he's nothing special. But I was listening to an old podcast from the V Radio. I'm not going to call it the real name.
No.
And they're really okay. They're good, not really good. I won't overdo.
Well, what are you saying? They're different. Listen, it's been my dream for it's frog in my throat. Excuse me. It's been my dream for about the last 5 years to be doing a show with a girl, and it has took 4 years to make that happen.
Yeah.
And it's great.
Where is she anyway?
Glastonbury. Probably dropping some acid now, and then queuing up a line of blokes.
It doesn't start till Thursday, or she's just going to...
She's just going there to lap up.
She went to see Joy Osborne, didn't she?
Yeah, Joy Osborne and Pirate DX or something. Yeah. I don't know who these people are. I have no idea.
Yeah, there's like little gigs, and I know.
Well, get to the point!
Oh, yeah, the race. You say that to me every time as well.
Because you waffle on like an idiot. Come on, Will, I'm losing the patience.
Okay, so when it gets cooler, yeah?
Yes.
So we're talking about September time, yeah?
Yes.
We're going to do this race, yeah?
Well, no, what? Not necessarily.
Are you still doing the running, yeah?
Well, no.
Just do it for me then.
I'm not going to... No, Will, look, listen, you're an enthusiastic lad, but I'm not going to run just for you. Robbie, can you talk for 30 seconds?
What about anything? Well, Ian's just having me coughing fit in the studio at the minute, so we'll talk.
That's it, thank you, Robbie, well done. Don't, when I lean over and put my microphone down and start retching on the floor, go, what a boot, what do you mean talk about? Just talk. That's it. Let's go to Rufus. I like the name Rufus. Good evening, Rufus.
Hello, mate. It's Rufus in Reading.
Hello, Rufus.
Hello, mate. After Hours. Brilliant film. One of my favourites.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it a few weeks ago. It's brilliant.
Okay.
You know how he goes all over, the Bronx and all that, and he goes on this mysterious journey.
Yeah.
And, you know the woman, she's the lady in Dogma.
Oh, right.
Yeah, the woman with the short hair that's really sexy. Short black hair, Italian-American lady. Oh, wow, it's a really cool film. I would definitely recommend
Rufus, could you do me a favour?
Yeah?
Could you sing the plot to After Hours for me, please?
I don't remember it that well, but I'll try.
Okay.
Okay. So The year is 1984. And there's a computer worker, go down, 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 down. And he meets this sexy lady in a coffee shop. And then he goes on this magical, mysterious journey through Greenwich Village in New York City. Boom, 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 boom. He goes to her apartment, but she's not there. Yeah. But her friend is there, and she's this sexy, sexy, crazy lady. She's doing this crazy phallic pottery.
Yeah, it's Gary, isn't it? It's Gary from Bristol.
No, it's Rufus.
It's Gary from Bristol.
It's Rufus.
It's Gary from Bristol, and you've been banned. You've been banned for the rest of this week, along with Verinda. All right?
What?
There we go. What? He just turned into a cartoon character. He's banned. Sorry, it took me a while to... I wasn't sure, but now we know. Him and Vinny are gone. Tim, Rob, stay with us. 0330 123 1215. Oh, I like this song. What if it calls after Primal Scream?
No, that's not right.
Iain Lee.
Iain Lee.
Absolute
Radio.
Considering the show tonight is about absolutely nothing, I would say it's one of the, sort of most adequate shows that we've done in a long time. Yes. The Who.
Iain Lee.
That's a good song. That's a good song.
Absolute Radio.
It's a basic, the Who's My Generation, that you forget. It's a sort of a cliche, because it's so old and you hear it so often, but you forget. Actually, it's a brilliant song.
It came on in the pub the other day when I was out with Mark Crossley.
Really?
Yeah.
You go out boozing with Crossley a lot, don't you? What's going on? What's on with you guys?
He lives near me.
So what? Why don't you invite me out?
You can join us if you want.
I don't want to.
Okay.
But the fact that I'm not invited is enough to upset me and rankle.
Well, you weren't here at the time. We were both at work. We left. We went to work. Went to the pub.
That's how office romances start. Any office romances going on that I should know about? Because I'm not here in the weekday, so I don't know.
Well, there's some people that are together. No one that we'd know, though.
In that case, it's... I don't think I've ever got off with anyone who works in my office. Oh, yeah, my wife, that was it. Yes,
what happens about asking people out at work, though?
It's bad, isn't it? Because if they say no...
Yeah.
Embarrassment. If they say yes, but you go out and it's a disaster, embarrassment. If you go out with them and they're a pervert... you're in for a good night. But it's just...
Yeah, but you must know them enough. Like, if you've worked somewhere for 2 years and you've known that person, then you ask them out. What's the etiquette there?
Why... Do you want to ask me out? Why are you asking this?
Because we were talking about it, office romance.
Okay, but you're saying it as though there's someone you've got your eye on.
No.
When I went out my coughing fit while Primal Scream were on, I went to get some water, and I was in the meeting room down the end of this hallway.
Yeah.
And there was a big picture of water. I thought, I'll have some of that. I put my finger in, and it was like it was all right. It was chilled-ish, and I poured it and drank it, and it was fizzy water that had gone flat. But it still tasted fizzy, even though there were no bubbles in it.
I don't like fizzy water.
I don't like fizzy water. It's a waste of water. You lose about a third of the water to bubbles. So you get less water for your less bang for your buck.
And it's not very refreshing. The point of water is it quenches your thirst.
Exactly. Now, you had a call on just before we came back to air. What was that about?
Yeah, he rang up and he said, the song that we're playing now, Hey Jude, do you know what that's about? And then he started going on about John Lennon's son.
We weren't playing Hey Jude.
I know.
Is he listening to absolute classic rock? Could they?
Maybe, I can tell him.
Go on.
No, we're not playing it on that. That's Owner of a Lonely Heart.
Oh, okay. Right. Hang on a minute. Maybe he heard. He could have heard this. Na 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 na. Do you know what, this was? This wasn't our Sony entry, but this was when Eloise was entered for the Best Producer in the World Award or something.
Yeah.
This was what we got put in. That's what we submitted.
Right.
No wonder she didn't win. No wonder she didn't win. It's bloody awful.
It's not even in time.
It's a racket. Now, Tim, why can't I put... Tim has disappeared, look.
Oh, hang on.
Tim in Oxford.
Try it now.
Tim in Oxford.
Hello.
Hello, Tim in Oxford. You're in the radio now.
Oh, brilliant.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh, nuts. I've just seen the next song is only 1 minute 59 seconds long.
What is it?
It's a surprise. But it's only 1 minute 59 seconds. What's the point of that?
Put it on the end of a C90.
To fill that up. Yeah, but how is that going to help me in my quest to not do much work this evening?
But you could play 2 songs.
I could play it twice.
Yeah.
Tim.
Yes.
Yes.
I have 2 points.
You take your time, because the next record's 1 minute 59 seconds long, so we've really got to try and drag this out for as long as we can.
Okay, will do. First point, you got nothing tonight.
Tonight's show, literally nothing.
Absolutely jack.
Yeah.
Right, first, do you want a topic?
Not really, no.
Oh, shall I not bother with that then?
No.
Okay.
Am I right? Robbie, hang on, Robbie, am I right? You're the producer.
Yeah, if he puts a topic out, I have to answer the phones. We want to do nothing tonight.
Yeah, so we're just talking about nothing, really, Tim.
Okay.
So unless your topic is about nothing...
Well, not really.
By the way, I took some records to the charity shop, right?
Yeah.
They're Kiss picture discs from 1979, 77, the solo records.
That's about something, though, isn't it?
Well, not really. Shut up. And I bought them for 40 quid. I was kind of bullied into buying them. I didn't want them. And I took them to the record shop. They've got them for sale, right, for 50 quid, the lot. 50 quid for these 4 albums, because they're quite rare. And I also took a load of other stuff. Sorry?
You got done.
Well, I did get done, really. And I took a load of other stuff.
Saw you coming.
Yes, they... shut up. And I took a load of video games. So they've got at least 50 quid, probably close to 80 quid, right, worth of stuff. And yet they still wouldn't give me a record that I bought a record off them for $1.99, and they wouldn't give that to me for free. That's a bit weird, isn't it? It's a little bit tight.
Yeah, it's weird, that.
You think I've given you 80 quid... Give me that record for that Doris Day record for $1.99 that no one else is going to buy. It's just me that's buying it. You might as well give it to me for free. And they wouldn't do it. And that made me just feel a little bit...
Was it a big charity?
It was the Oxfam Bookshop.
Yeah, see, they're branching into a big business now.
They are branching into big business. So I made up for it by going... There's 2 Oxfam shops near me. So I made up for it by going into the other one and dropping off a load of crap. And I genuinely did that today. I dropped off a load of crap that they're going to get tuppence halfpenny for, and I'm thinking, that's karma. That's karma. Anyway, Tim, was there a point to this?
Well, there was, but you sort of bulldozed that as there's no topics tonight.
Well, no. It's a hard one to explain, Tim, because I think that we're all reaching, I am definitely, and I think maybe the world could be, we are reaching a spiritual zenith where the materialism and the me that has been so prevalent in our society could perhaps, maybe, about to disappear.
No, I can't agree more, to be honest.
Yeah. Have you? How much stuff have you got, Tim?
More stuff than I actually need.
There we go. You've got it. You've got it. You're
moving house soon, and I've got too much stuff to move.
Chuck it. You're on the road to enlightenment, my friend. I mean that sincerely.
Yeah. Let's all just go and live in caves.
Well, I don't know about caves. I like my bed. Whatever happens, the bed is definitely staying as part of my life, because there is nothing finer in North Carolina than being in a comfy bed with 3 pillows. 3 pillows are bad for your neck. I don't care. It feels comfortable.
3 pillows is far too much.
How many pillows do you have?
Far too much. I start with 2, and then it gets a bit uncomfortable, so I chuck one away.
Get out of it.
Bob's your uncle. I'm comfy for the rest of the night.
One pillow?
I have 1 pillow.
1 pillow?
Yeah, 1 pillow.
Sometimes I put my head under the pillows.
That's more than enough.
Do you ever put your head under the pillows, Tim?
A little bit, when the missus is snoring.
I like putting my head on pillows. I feel comfortable. OK, here's the thing. Richie, show me your asleep position. So your normal, not the position you necessarily start off in bed, but your asleep position. What is it?
Richie.
What?
Who's Richie?
Who's Richie?
Yeah.
What?
Who's Richie?
Not me.
What did I just call you, Richie?
Richie.
Yeah. Well, Richie will do now. Richie, show us your sleep position. Listen, your name is fluid like the water. You'll be called whatever I decide you're called for that moment. Richie. Rockin' Richie, show us your sleep position.
I just lie down.
You just lie down? How can you just lie down?
I just fall on the bed.
But are you on your back? Are you on your side? Are you on your front?
Side, usually.
Okay. So but do it. Come on, you're being self-conscious. Don't be self-conscious. Let's sit. I didn't mean get on the table. Jesus. But do it. You're there now. Go on.
Like that.
Okay, so you're up on your arms, are you?
Come on, have a look.
I'll have a look. Go on, look. I didn't know you were going to get up there.
Well, you wanted to see.
Okay, so he's lying on the bed. He's on his side. All right. Did I really call you Richie?
Yeah.
That's weird, isn't it?
This is on the breakfast show.
Yes, I wasn't thinking of him. That's what I'm talking into the glass, by the way, dear listener. That's why it probably sounds a little bit rubbish. I don't know why it's weird, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Could you change your name to Richie?
That might get confusing.
Yeah, only with the breakfast people, and none of my listeners listen to that rubbish. Listen to the.
Yeah, but he's got a toucan. I don't want to be involved in that.
No, okay. We'll call you Robbie again then.
Yeah.
Okay, so you sleep like that.
Not stuff. There's not really much room to lay down on this.
I don't know why you got up there. That's a little bit weird. Okay. All right. I'll show you my sleeping position. My sleeping position is I can't sleep on my back. I can't do it. If I sleep on my back, I do have the best dreams, but I can't do it. So my sleeping position is kind of, and you need to describe it, Robbie. It's like that.
It looks like swimming.
It does look like swimming, doesn't it?
He's doing front crawl on the deck.
But that's how I do it. What's the name of this loser on the phone? Tim. Tom.
Hello.
Tim.
Tim.
What's your sleeping position?
I don't know, to be honest. I don't watch myself sleeping.
Do you mean you don't know? Listen, you pervert with one pillow. Of course you know what your sleeping position is. Everyone knows what their sleeping position is.
It differs.
Tim?
Yes.
Thanks for calling.
Thanks.
Here's a 2-minute song. I've just had the best email in the world. The best email in the world, right?
Who from?
It's from Andrew Burdett. And it's entitled Voiceover Thing, right? Now, bear in mind, I do this for a living, and I did a voiceover yesterday for £500. It took me 20 minutes.
I love voiceovers.
It took me 5 minutes. But he's asked me to do it for free, and I'm going to do it, because it all comes back to Maidenhead. We're on... Something spiritual is going to happen on the show tonight, dear listener. We're close to finding an awakening. He sent me this email. He's 14 years old as well. I don't know if he's listening. Who knows? Hello. I was wondering if, by any chance, I would be able to ask Iain most kindly to record a voiceover thing for me. I love it. A voiceover thing for me. And he doesn't know what it is. And that's right. I don't know what it is either. I've been asked to provide a PA system for a couple of summer fetes this summer. One is for my church, St Luke's in Maidenhead. The other is for my scout group, Thursplatte Scout Group. If Iain was able to assist, I would greatly appreciate it, and I'd play the finished product during the events by getting it off the podcast on iTunes. So basically, if I do this, we get one extra download on iTunes, so it's got to be worth doing.
Mr. Grace will love that.
Mr. Grace will love it. This is the way forward. That in every podcast, we do a special message for like 65,000 people, and that's how we get it downloaded. As a result, Andrew Burdett, what a lovely gentleman. This is the second time he's using the phrase kindly. As a result, I would ask very kindly if he could say either or both of the following. And then he puts 2 sentences. Thanks in advance. I hope he can assist me. If he can, could you tell me which of the podcasts it will be on and when it's available? Kind regards, Andrew Burdett, age 14. So he's used the word kind and kindly 3 times in there. So this is the thing, and I'm going to do it now. Now, but this is going to go through the PA system, so I don't know how... Robbie, give me some tips.
Good projection.
Okay. Hello! I'm Iain Lee. This is St Luke's Church's Summer Fete.
That's a little bit too much.
That's too much projection, okay. Hello, my name's Iain Lee. This is St Luke's Church's Summer Fete. That's right, isn't it?
Yeah.
Watch this, I'm going to do the other one.
Even Russ would be proud of that.
Russ Williams, the governor. The governor. You can't get anything better than...
Yo, 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 bum rush the show.
Hello, I'm Iain Lee. This is Thursplatte Scout Group's Summer Fete. Now, that's what he's asked me to do.
Yeah.
Now watch me freestyle. This is freestyle. This is where I get the big bucks. This is why they get me instead of Richard. No, they get me because I'm two grand cheaper than Richard Bacon. But this is why I get why I used to get the big bucks. Hello, everybody. My name's Iain Lee. I used to be on the telly, but now I'm on Absolute Radio Mondays to Thursdays. This is St Luke's Church's Summer Fete, and I hope you're all having a great time. Party on!
Brilliant.
I just made that up. That was literally, I was making that up as I was doing it. It was just coming up. Okay, this one. Hello, everyone. I'm Iain Lee. This is Thursplatt's Scout Group Summer Fete, and I hope you're all having a great time. Don't forget, the lemonade stall is over there, and they're almost running out of lemonade, so go and get some lemonade. And looky over there, the bookstall. Yes, you can still buy books from the bookstall. And, what's that over there? I've run out of things that they might have at Scout Fete. Quick,
Apple bobbin.
Apple bobbin! Done. That's it. And then they've just written back to him. Hi, Andrew. I shall do it in 2 minutes' time. Download the podcast for this show. He's written back. Iain, you utter legend. I love you. That, dear listener.
Let's hope he's got a diary for the old listener figures.
Oh, yeah. That'd be good, wouldn't it?
Mm.
No, that's not right.
Iain Lee.
Iain Lee.
Absolute
Radio.
I've just read that guy's got blooming Baddiel and Skinner to do one as well. What's he going to use? Mine or Baddiel and Skinner's? Rob there should have got that money. Halfway through a show about absolutely nothing. Mark Crosley, 1 o'clock. Your charm is in at 1 o'clock?
1, yes.
1 o'clock, Crosley! Are you going to go and queue up for the iPhone? You said you were going to go and do this after the show. Is that happening?
Not at the Apple store. I'm going to go to one of the O2 shops, I think.
Okay. Not heard of the internet? Order it on there?
You can't get them for a month on the internet.
My friend has got one from Carphone Warehouse, getting it delivered tomorrow. Quite a few people are doing that.
Not according to the O2 website.
O2 is wrong. Quite a few people have ordered them from Carphone Warehouse. They're being delivered to their house tomorrow via UPS. That's a fact. I'm not just making that up. That's true.
It's going to be here, though.
Get it delivered here. You haven't got to queue like an idiot. Like one of those deviants who's just looking for sex.
It might be nice queuing, though.
Yeah, you're not going to get sex.
I'm not going for sex.
Of course you're going for sex. It's the only reason anyone would queue is for sex. And you're not getting sex.
Well, no, you queue for food.
Where?
At the shop before you buy it.
It's not queuing. I would queue for like maybe 2 minutes maximum.
Have you never been on Christmas Eve to the supermarket?
No, I've not, because I'm not stupid anymore and I buy my food well in advance. Sam in Thornton Heath. Good evening, Sam.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Sam.
Yeah. It's a nice day today, it was.
It is a nice day today, it was, yes.
I went to London Zoo, not today, but not last Sunday before.
Oh,
and
okay.
it was a nice day.
Yeah?
With my sister.
Oh, yeah.
And there was somebody standing there who was an older man, and I said, can you take a picture of me and my sister? Guess who it was?
All right, okay, let's have a guess. Was it Bill Nighy?
No.
You'll go.
In politics.
Oh, okay, you'll go with Robbie.
Nick Clegg.
No.
Was it the former Prime Minister John Major?
No.
Go on.
John Prescott.
He wasn't a Prime Minister.
Okay. Boris?
No, the other one.
Ken Livingstone?
Yeah.
Ken Livingstone took your picture?
Yeah.
I'll take your picture. Which button do I press? Is it this? Oh, no, that's the off button.
No, it wasn't. Honestly,
I think I've done
laughing.
it. Let's take
and
one more.
Everyone looked round and said, yeah, you're Ken Livingstone. I said, you're Ken Livingstone.
Let me just take one more. So I moved on that one. It
And
blurred a bit.
He took our picture.
And did you get a picture taken with him?
Yeah, I was just about to be dashed off, but he was so good.
There's no proof then, Sam. It's just a story without the actual proof.
No, it's not. The other people, they said, yeah, it was Ken Livingstone. I'm not lying.
Listen, if you can get at least two of the other people to phone in and back up that story, then I'll believe it. Otherwise, Sam, I'm afraid...
My sister can back up.
Okay,
also, one more
can't
thing
be a family member, it's got to be...
Hang on, though. Wasn't Ken Livingstone married at London Zoo? Was that him?
He was with a young woman and a young girl, and I thought
Well, he's got a young wife and a young child. That would...
I know, I thought it was his daughter.
No, he's got his wife's younger than him, I think. Good luck to him. Well, my wife is younger than me, and I've got a young daughter, and I've not passed my driving test, and I'm on LBC, and I gave out an award at the Archivers, and I made a bit of a speech, and it wasn't very funny.
Oh, guess what? You wanted to watch a Monkeys film, didn't you? I watched it a few years ago, and all I remember is the beginning, middle, and end. In the beginning...
All you remember is the beginning, middle, and the end? So, the film?
Yeah. Just bits.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. The Monkeys film. It makes no sense whatsoever. Head, it's called.
Yeah,
it's a work of art.
Mishmash of their shows.
Yeah, inspired by LSD. Written by Jack Nicholson. That film.
In the beginning, there's like this model that looks like Jean Trimton.
Yeah, and she's kissing them all.
Yeah, and then in the middle there, there's all these belly dancers.
Yeah, there are the belly dancers.
And there's music in it. And at the end, they jump off a ship into the water.
They jump off a bridge,
singing
yes.
the porpoise song.
Yeah, that's correct.
And I think there's a mermaid swimming around in
There is indeed a mermaid swimming around.
See, I don't tell lies, I do tell the
Well,
truth.
okay, now listen.
You're testing me about that film. You know what it's in it, really, don't you?
I know exactly what's in it. I've seen it about
a fun fair as well, or
60
something,
times.
A fairground.
I don't think there is a fairground in it. Is
Oh,
there?
maybe that's one of their shows. They go on the horses. What's it
Hang on a second. This is
Merry-go-round.
something for the kids. Hang on, here we go. This is something for the kids.
Merry-go-round.
Defending our biggest in the world.
So imagine the Monkees are the biggest pop group in the world. Like they sold twice as many records as the Stones and the Beatles in 1967, and they released pop classics. And then the opening track on their new album is this.
I mean, why don't we use classics?
I'm thinking drugs are involved here. I don't know. That's Terry Garr, who I mentioned earlier. There we go.
Go ahead. That's enough. Let's cut it frenetically. Pleasure. Inevitable byproduct of our civilization.
And then this is the first song. This is the first song. This is the Monkees, man. This is if you're not a fan of the Monkees, go out and buy the soundtrack album Head, because it is just full of the most amazing psychedelic late 60s pop. Trippy tunes, man. I'm going to start a record shop called Trippy Tunes, Sam. And you can come and work there Saturdays when you're not at London Zoo with Ken Livingstone. Bit of respect. Hang on. Clock in the sky is pounding away. There's so much to say. Come on, Sam, sing along. A face, a voice, an overdub has no choice. An image cannot rejoice. Anyway, enough of that. Oh, this is a good song. This is them sort of redoing the Monkees theme, but all being very self-aware that they're a Listen, this is fantastic. Sorry, I'll be off on my head trip in a minute, but listen to this.
Well, are you kidding? Hey, now, wait a minute.
Hey, we are the Monkees. You know we love to please. A manufactured image with no philosophies.
We hope you like our story, although there isn't one. That is to say, there's many. That way there is more fun.
You told us you like action and games of many kinds.
You like to dance, we like to sing, so let's all lose our minds.
We know it doesn't matter, because what...
This is the Monkees doing this. This is insane.
And give bit 1, 2, 3.
But it may come 3, 2, 1, 2, or jump from 9 to 5. And when you see the end in sight, the beginning may arrive.
For those who look for meanings, inform as they do fact, we might tell you one thing, but we'd only take it back.
Not back like in a box
back, not back like in a race, not back so we can keep it, but back in time and space.
You say we're manufactured. To that we all agree. So make your choice and we'll rejoice in never being free.
Hey, we are the Monkees. We've said it all before. The money's in, we're made of tin, we're here to give you more. The money's in, we're made of tin, we're here to give you...
I love it, man. It's just... Then... There's someone screaming. Then they're chanting for the Monkees.
Yeah.
Bouncing around in really bad stereo bounce. Yeah. Oh, fantastic. It's a wonderful...
That's incredible editing.
It's done by Jack Nicholson. Jack Nicholson produced the album. And he just went in there, took a load of drugs, cut this, stuck that together, that'll do. Fantastic. It's a real... And that album sold approximately 3 copies when it was released, Sam.
Oh, that's good.
Well, I think we've exhausted that conversation. Yeah. It sold 3 copies, and I think maybe 2 people went and saw the film when it came out, and it flopped miserably. Flopped miserably. Bauer!
Yo.
Bum rush that show, my son.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm
Ian?
good. I've got this irritating frog in my throat, but apart from that, all is groovy here.
Yeah, you got to hate frogs in throats.
Man alive,
I had one last week. I've had bronchitis twice in 2 years.
I've had 3 colds in 4 weeks. Beat that. Oh, you
Yeah,
just
that's
did.
ridiculous.
I was in a paddling pool today.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
wicked, man. I'm 37, I was in a paddling pool. I'm loving it. You like the paddling pools, Richie? I keep calling you that now. It's stuck. I can't not do it now, so we're going to call you that for the rest of the show.
Okay, yeah, paddling pools.
Okay, the paddling pools rock, man. Everyone should have a paddling pool. Go and get a paddling pool. Just sit in a paddling pool in your garden, in your pants. And even if it's a shared garden, even better. My neighbour was looking at me with disgust, and I'm just sat there going, yeah? I'm in a paddling pool. It's hot, man. What are you going to do about it? Anyway, Bauer.
Well, I'm just kind of like, I'm quite mellow, actually. I'm quite chilled, I'm quite relaxed. It might be due to the fact that I kind of like jogged, well, we did a sponsored walk today with school.
Yeah, sponsored walk.
10 miles. And me and a couple of other friends kind of like jogged downhill.
How long does a 10-mile walk take to do, Bella?
Well, it took me 3 hours, 52 minutes and 9 seconds.
So they let you bunk off for 4 hours?
Well, it was school day, so we started at about 9 o'clock, finished, well, you finish at like half
and
one
you
or
know,
whatever.
all the teachers were in the staff room getting it on, listening to party music, making love and smoking cigarettes.
Probably, except they weren't, because they were walking with us, but as soon as we got back, we got the rest of the day off, so...
Yeah. So that's why there is an incentive to run it. So if you'd have done that in an hour, bam, you'd have been home at 10:30.
There were some people who are complete and utter nutcases who run it every year, and they make it back at like midday.
You say they're nutcases. They're at home at 12:30 playing Xbox. They're playing Red Dead Redemption. What are you doing? You're walking.
Is Red Dead Redemption actually a good game?
It's brilliant.
Is it? I might buy it.
Get it. Listen, here's the thing, kids. Red Dead Redemption on the Xbox. I think it's on the PS3 as well, whatever, but get it on the Xbox. You go round, you're a cowboy, you ride a horse, got guns. It's brilliant.
Excellent. I'm kind of addicted to COD at the moment, Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, well, that's a good game, but
It's a good game. I'm on the live. I've got a 13 kill streak today.
Ooh.
It's not very good, really, compared to my friends.
No, it's a little bit rubbish, really. But,
they boost a lot, though, so...
Yeah, well... Okay.
You know what boosting is?
No, I'm kind of reading my Facebook messages now.
Oh, right, okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So you're not really listening?
Not really, no.
All right, you just kind of, like, using me to just, like... check your stuff here. It's fair enough. It's fair enough.
Yeah.
I'd do the same if I were you. If I were you and I had... Because your job's pretty laid back, isn't it?
Okay, thanks for calling.
Oh.
0330 123 1215. I wasn't paying any attention there whatsoever. Did I cut him off in the thing? I don't think I did. I'm not sure. 0330 123 1215 is the telephone number. If you'd like to give us a call, you're more than welcome. Tonight's show is about nothing. It's about nothing. And that's it. And you know what? It's working. Kenneth, Andre, Tony, Rob, no, Taylor? Jeez. OK, we'll speak to you after AC/DC.
No, that's not right.
Iain Lee.
Iain Lee.
Absolute.
Radio.
Brendan Burns.
Hey, buddy, how you going?
Yeah, I'm fine, fella. How are you?
I'm very good.
What are you doing up at this time of night?
Oh, I'm just driving back from, did the Channel 4 thing.
Channel 4?
Stand up for the week.
Okay. Is this the one that they're touting as the new 11 o'clock show, or is that something else? Do you know there's a new 11...
on there now?
Yeah, we're on the radio, yeah.
Oh.
You know there's a new 11 o'clock show coming out, don't you?
No.
Apparently so. This is what someone twittered to me the other week. There's a new 11 o'clock show.
Do you mean... No. Do you mean Stand Up for the Week, the show I just did?
I don't know. This is what I'm trying to find out. I'm not sure what it is.
Well, I guess it's like the 11 o'clock show, but with me fatter and balder.
But you still in it? Oh, man.
Yeah.
How did it go? It's all right?
I'm Crowbarred at the end. Yeah, it went well. Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
That's why I pulled over. I got so excited.
It's brilliant,
when
isn't
I heard you were... Now, do you know that if you're a goodie, if you retain your honour...
Yeah.
There's lots of benefits when you get to Mexico.
Oh,
so
hang on a minute. By the way, grown-ups, these are two grown men talking about a video game, but getting very excited. Yes,
so
go on.
Just hold off on the hooker killing frenzy.
Okay, so don't do that. That may be a little bit too late for me already. That's normally the first thing I do.
I want to tell you that both in life and in the game.
Yeah. Okay.
Ease up. Look, like I keep telling you, Ian.
Yes.
Ease up on the hooker killing until you get to Mexico.
Okay, that's Brenda, in life and in the video game, I shall try and fulfil those words. I've not had much time to play it. I've only played a little bit of it, but it's brilliant, isn't it?
Did you know that you can organise a posse?
I didn't know that. No,
you can organise a posse online if you go Xbox Live.
Yeah.
And also, if you sell stuff like flowers and so on, this is such a nerd out. You and I have to have a big Lost nerd out as well.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You've already done a show devoted to it, haven't you?
Yeah. Focus, Brendan, focus. Focus on one thing. Focus, come on.
Okay, so if you get animal pelts or flowers from America taken to Mexico, you get more money.
Oh.
You get Mexican gear.
Yeah.
I rode alongside a train.
Yeah.
It's the funniest game since Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
nearly died laughing because I pulled up next to a train.
Yeah, on your
I did
horse,
like a jumped from my horse to a train.
Yeah.
And I thought, that's quite impressive.
Yeah.
And then I fell off the train because I thought I'd climb up the roof.
Yeah.
Landed completely uninjured. Completely uninjured.
Wow, tough guy.
But then I got mauled by a cougar.
Now, when you say cougar, do you mean the modern sense of that? Because that would be a kind of a fun thing. Or do you mean the actual
Ease
animal?
up on... Look, what did I say about the hooker?
So, yes, you said ease up on that. You're correct. Oh, man.
Now,
this is my day tomorrow is finally settling down with
I
this.
was like, got up, dusted myself off, and my carrot, my avatar went, "Ooh, that was close."
Yeah.
And then just got
Cougar came.
cleaned up by a cougar.
Very quickly,
I nearly lost
before
the laugh.
everyone who hates video games is quickly switching off in droves. There's a new
They're in
download.
the wrong show.
There's a new download for it. Apparently, there's a new mission online or something.
They've got that out quick, haven't they?
I think so. Yes. Someone tweeted me today that there's a new download. So go and get some of that action.
Well, I'll just say, be a goodie.
Brendan, I shall follow those words. Nice to talk to you, mate.
No, you too. Hey, I'll come in before the second show.
Fantastic. See you later on.
Let's catch up. Bye.
Ta-ta, there we go. That's it. Brendan Burns, the pottiest comedian in the world, phoning up, giving advice on computer games. You play computer games, Robbie?
No.
No? Oh. I don't play them as much as I used to. I haven't got time anymore. I haven't got time to sit down and have a good session of a computer game.
Last time I played a computer game, it was Pac-Man on a BBC Micro.
And do you remember what that was called?
Snapper.
Snapper, yeah, Snapper.
I've still got my BBC Micro.
I've still got mine in the attic. It's weird, isn't it? Because in the old days, you could just rip off computer games and put it out as a different name and make money.
Do you remember the first one they did was actually Pac-Man, and then they had to redo it with different...
Did they really? I didn't know that.
Graphics.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. The old days are the best, aren't they? Kenneth is in Lockerbie. Good evening, Kenneth.
Hello there.
Hello, Kenneth.
Hi there. You were saying before about getting rid of all your stuff.
I think I'm entering a spiritual plateau, and it fit. Now I don't know whether I could do it, but it feels like the right thing to do would be to get rid of pretty much everything.
I see. Well, you see, I'm a big collector of things. Like, I collect action figures. I've got a ton of Doctor Who action figures and Ghostbusters action figures.
We're not going to have another row about Doctor Who. Let's back away from the Doctor Who.
Okay, right.
This last series has been rubbish. Let's leave it at that.
Okay, fair enough.
Thank you.
But, like, I've got all this stuff, and I'm thinking now, I mean, it's just... What's the point in having it?
What's the point in having it? Exactly. Don't look nice. It clutters up everything.
Yeah, I mean, it's taking up tons of space in my room, and I've got, like, glass cabinets with the stuff in.
Oh, what? You've gone down the glass cabinet route?
Yeah.
That's a very specialist thing to do, the glass cabinets.
Yeah, I just thought they'd look really nice in there, and they do, but it's like, they take up so much room.
So you've got Wookiee and K9. You know, really, in the great scheme of things, how is that helping anyone, even you?
Yeah, it's just, it takes up space that could be used for, I don't know, other
Knives.
things.
Other things, yes, exactly.
Yeah, I'm not sure what else, but...
Kenneth?
Yeah?
You going to do it?
Maybe.
Ooh. And even if you don't do it, thinking about doing it is still a great feeling, isn't it? Because there's that world of possibility of having that. And I've got so much crap, right? And it's crap. I've got maybe 1,000 CDs, 300 DVDs, all of this rubbish, right?
Only 300 DVDs.
Something like that. Maybe I don't know. Something like that. I can't be bothered to count them. But I've got all these things. Some things are quite valuable, and I think I don't want to break it. But if all that stuff was gone, I wouldn't be worrying about any of it. It would all be gone.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I've got, like, there's some things I've got that I bought for, like, say, 20 quid and they're worth, like, 200 quid now.
But are you like me? All of this stuff, all of these CDs, all of these action figures, all of these toys, all of these old consoles, all of this stuff that I collect, not only is that stuff in my house, I'm also carrying it in my head and on my back. It's constantly with me. And if I got rid of that, my brain would instantly be a whole lot less cluttered.
Yeah, I see what you mean. It's like, I really want to get rid of my old SNES and PlayStation, but then I'm like, well, what if I want to play...
What if you want to play it one more time?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm the same. I've got a Commodore 64, a BBC, I've got a Dragon, I've got a Vectrex, I've got a SNES, I've got all of this stuff. What if I want to... I haven't played them in the last 5 or 6 years since I bought them on eBay. But what if I want to?
Why don't we bring them in?
What, all of them?
Well, just the BBC or the Dragon or something and have a...
we need. I tell you, I'll bring the BBC in, but I can't be bothered to bring a. Can we get a portable TV somewhere?
Yeah, there's one upstairs.
I'll bring a BBC in. Maybe tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right, I'll bring the BBC in.
It's going to be a fun show tomorrow, then.
It's going to be a fun show. Me and him, me and Robbie playing rubbish old computer games on the BBC. Oh, elite. Oh, I've got a version with the disc drive. I'll bring the disc drive in.
Yeah.
That'll save loading time.
I had a hard disk on my BBC.
Sorry?
I had a hard drive for my BBC.
I've got a hard drive in mine. I bought it off eBay recently, and it's got a hard drive, and it can store, like, every game for the BBC would fit on this hard drive.
Yeah.
But I don't remember how to... I lost the instructions, and when I got in touch with the guy that sold it to me, he said, yeah, I can sell you the instructions for $7.99. I went, I'm not that bothered. Kenny, thanks for that.
Yeah.
I think we got somewhere. We're close. We're close. It keeps doing that. I don't know why. We're close, dear listener, to getting somewhere with this kind of getting rid of stuff and finding stuff and, you know. Rob, you know what I'm talking about, don't you?
No, but sorry. Reiterate.
Turn your radio off.
Yeah, I'm going to... Go, it's off.
Getting rid of not all, but the majority of material things.
But I mean, isn't it that you've arrived when you've got one thing that you can describe as a thing that's yours? Can't you say? I mean, because I used to be like that.
Yeah.
I used to be very, immaterial and stuff. But in my older age, I've got to a point where I like gathering stuff. And when you can say you've got things, don't you feel like you've arrived in some respects?
Yeah, but you've arrived when you've got things. It feels like you've arrived when you've got things.
Yeah.
But then you've actually reached the final destination when you've got rid of those things.
So what would you do? Like live in a cave or something?
No, why is everyone... This is the second person to reference caves. There's no cave. I'd still have my flat. I'd still have my bed. I'd still have my TV. I'd still have CDs.
Well, they're things then, aren't they?
Yeah, but I'm not saying getting rid of everything.
Oh, right.
I'm saying just getting rid of a lot of the things that are junk and unnecessary. My bed is necessary. My TV is kind of necessary. Not completely necessary, but it's
after a drink, the morning after... Well, you don't drink, do you?
I don't drink, Rob. I got rid of that from my life, and my life is so much better as a result.
You've been sober how long?
It'll be 6 years. It's nearly 6 years.
Nearly 6 years, fantastic.
Yeah. Living the dream, Rob. I'm living the dream. You can only imagine what it's like to be sober. That was a low blow.
Yeah. Well, no. It's okay, mate. I'm a hardy lad. I can take it.
Good lad.
Yeah.
So you would never consider getting rid of your things, Rob?
I don't know. What do you in order to enter a state of sort of higher consciousness, a state of enlightenment?
Do you know what? I'm going to say yes.
Well, you don't necessarily have to get rid of things to,
not everyone does, but maybe I do. To take that next step...
Whatever it takes for you to achieve a higher
to take that next step in my spiritual journey, maybe that's what I need to do, Rob.
Well, God, if that's what you need to do, I've always thought that you go with your gut. Whatever your gut's saying, whatever you deep down feel is right, do it.
Yeah. Oh, so I've just realised the beginning of this. Right, this is like Salisbury Hill, Peter Gabriel. So
yeah, brilliant.
Right, so that's the introduction. I'm playing a lot on my iPod. I wonder if I've got the song that I want that it sounds like. I bet I haven't. Bear with me, Rob. Hang on a second. Okay. I've just realised that sounds incredibly like... what album would it be on? Would it be on the best of...
Of who?
No, not The Who. I'm just trying to find... could it be that? I'm not going to have it on my bloody iPod. This is why life...
Oh, God, all this technology, mate.
I haven't got it. But it sounds like... Money talks. It don't sing and dance and it don't walk. It sounds like Forever in Blue Jeans by Neil Diamond is what I was trying to say.
Neil Diamond. Do you like Neil Diamond?
I love Neil Diamond. I think he's fantastic.
You really do, yeah. Do you like the old crooners? Do you like, Sinatra?
Yeah. Was having a little bit of boogie to Dean Martin in my place the other day.
Yeah. I mean, the oldies are always the best.
The oldies are always the best ones. Robert, lovely to talk to you, mate. 0330 123 1215. God, it's nearly midnight already. What the hell is going on? 0330 123 1215.
No, that's not right.
Iain Lee.
Iain Lee.
Absolute
Radio.
Well, Robbie, we're Oh, I've had too many of those cough sweets. You know when you have
Still
too
on
many
the cough sweets.
Well, I've got this irritating little frog in my throat, and you know you have so many that from your teeth down to your clavicle,
Yeah.
it's all just numb, and every time you breathe in, it's like cold air. It's like that. It's constantly. It's very, very strange feeling, and is not conducive to doing a radio show about nothing. Who'd have thought? I would say one of the best shows. In this new 3-hour slot that we've got, 10 till 1, by the way, dear listener, Mondays to Thursdays. It's only for 2 more weeks after this, but surely, if enough people tick their radar diaries and petition Mr. Grace, he has to give me 3 hours. He has to, doesn't he?
He does love statistics.
He does what?
He loves statistics. I can't say.
He does what, sorry?
He loves statistics.
He loves statistics. As Robbie just said there, he loves statistics. So, everyone, email. I believe his email address, and you should never give out the boss's email address on the radio, but I'm going to do it. It's mr.grace@absoluteradio.co.uk. mr.grace@absoluteradio.co.uk. Bombard it with emails. And if they keep getting bouncing back saying email address does not exist, that's just him being cute with you. You just keep bombarding him. Say, we want Iain on 10 o'clock forever. And we want you to pay him an extra £75 for the hour. That's all. It's all. Good rate. So we're talking about nothing. You can call in if you want. 0330 123 1215. If you've had a spiritual enlightenment, then you can get back in touch and let us know about it. Or if you're an adult that was in a paddling pool today, you can let us know about that. There's something very liberating about being in your pants, in the back garden, in the horrible heat, in a paddling pool, because it's cold, and Mummy makes me go in there. But it's nice.
Have you ever been to an outdoor pool in England?
A Lido.
A Lido, yes.
Yeah, I have. I hate them. I hate them.
There's one in Hampton that's heated.
Oh, I like
and you can
that.
go there on Christmas Day and swim in tropical waters.
My wife keeps trying to get me to go to it. She said, let's go to a Lido, and I don't like it because there was one near my school in Slough, and we used to go, we had one summer where we used to go, and it's just a bit grim, and it was cold, and it was all a bit 1950s and a bit miserable.
Yeah, but if it's heated.
Heated would be nice, but then you've got to get out into the cold.
Yeah, if it's a warm day, it's all right.
People go swimming in Hampstead Heath. They also do a lot of other things, actually, you know what I'm saying? But they go, there's like ponds, and I think there are 3 ponds. I think there's a men's pond, a women's pond, and a mixed pond.
Yeah.
Why would you want to swim in a pond?
No idea.
Because there's fish in there, man.
Oh, man, it's an actual pond.
Yeah, it's an actual pond. Yeah, it's a pond. It's not a pool, it's a pond, I think.
Is there fish in the Serpentine?
Yeah, I think there are fish in the Serpentine. You can't swim in the Serpentine, can you?
Yeah.
No. What, in Hyde Park?
Yeah.
You can go swimming in there?
Yeah, it's always on the news, on the telly, people swimming in the Serpentine.
I tell you what, it is not. My wife works in the news, so I watch the news quite a lot. It is not always on the news.
Do you remember when it was snowing, like, a few months ago? Right, really, really cold, everything was frozen over. There was people swimming in the Serpentine.
But that, yeah, all right, but that was, okay, so it's not always on the news that people are swimming.
Okay, that was an exaggeration.
That was a bit of an exaggeration. Yeah. It'd be kind of dull news if I found a brilliant TV channel the other day, and I can't remember what it was, but I was watching, what was it? I don't know what it was, but I was watching like a mystery show on there, and it was obviously made for like £5, this mystery thing, and it was this guy was being questioned by the police about if anyone else saw this programme. I tweeted it. If anyone saw it, 0330 123 1215. This guy was being questioned by the police about the murder of this gangster, and the guy was going, "Well, I didn't kill him," and I worked out early on that it was this guy's wife had killed the gangster.
Yeah, it's always the wife.
But what I didn't get was that the copper who was questioning him was also involved in the murder.
Ooh.
But I don't know why that wasn't really relevant that he was involved. He just got in the car and drove off with this woman. But there are a lot of utter pony... I think I must have been the only person in the country watching this crime programme on this channel. It's like, it's not Sumo, it's Your Channel or something like that.
How far up Sky was it?
It began with a 2, I think. Maybe even a 3. I think it began with a 2, because I start losing it after when it gets into the 3s. If anyone knows what I'm talking about, you won't. No one will have seen it. 0330 123 1215. Chavvy Vicky has been on the line for 35 minutes. She's not taken the hint, so we'll talk to her anyway.
Well, that's very rude.
Very rude.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about driving.
Go on then.
Lessons. Well, I've started my driving lessons up again after 10 years.
Well done.
Yeah, and you know what? I love it.
Yeah.
But today I was out doing my manoeuvring around, and my driving instructor wanted me to do parallel parking and reversing around corners and three-point turns.
Can I just say, I'm the best parker in the world. When it comes to parking in tight spaces, constantly being told you'll never get in there, switch the radio off, undo my seatbelt, I can get in any tight space.
Oh, I bet you can.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. But anyway, I had to do this parallel parking, and there was this bloke on his test who the examiner was bringing him round where we were, and we kind of got in his way initially, and I sort of thought, oh well, we'll wait, and then we'll get on with it type thing. And then 2 minutes later, he came round again. So every time we tried to do a manoeuvre, he interfered with ours, I interfered with his. Whilst he was taking his test, and I think he might have failed because of this.
Oh no!
Yeah, so I feel kind of a little bit guilty.
No, don't feel guilty. Listen, if he couldn't handle you being there, then he doesn't deserve to pass.
But can I brag slightly? I've never done parallel parking before until today, and I did it perfectly first time. He said to me, "You'd have passed with that." Yeah. So good on me.
Get in there.
Yeah.
I'm going to be. We're going to Zakynthos in a few weeks, at Greek Island, and I'm going to drive. My wife's going to drive, and I'm going to drive a bit as well. And it's left-hand drive, and they drive on the other side of the road. And I'm not very good at driving like that. I've only done it a couple of times. I did it once in America for some filming, and it was awful. It was juddering all over the place, and that was an automatic. And I'm a little bit nervous about it.
To be honest with you, if you do anything to do with driving that you haven't done before, it's a bit nerve-wracking, isn't it?
Well, I'm a better driver hey, listen, in a month's time, I lose 3 points off my licence, I'm back down to 6 points.
Woohoo!
Back down to 6 points,
Are
which
you
means...
going to have a party for that?
I might have a party. I'm going to get drunk and then go driving. I'm joking. I am joking. And then next year, if I can get to next July, I lose all my points and I'm down to 0 points. And that will be an amazing achievement.
Does that mean your insurance will be cheaper then, won't it?
I think it takes like 2 years for it, 2 extra years to come off the insurance, because insurance companies are thieves.
Well,
they are thieves. Hang on a second. Insurance companies are thieves. Hey, get this! This is what I was going to say. Right, so ordered something from, I can say it because they didn't muff up totally, from Boots Online, okay? So I've ordered a load of stuff. And it came yesterday. It all came yesterday morning, great, delivered, fantastic, wonderful.
When did you order it?
Ordered it on Sunday.
Well, that's not bad.
Very, very good. Excellent service so far. So then I get a phone call from them at 5 o'clock in the evening. It was a withheld number, so I didn't take the call, right? From, her name was Darlene, right?
Yeah.
Hello, Mr. Lee, this is Darlene from Boots.com, just to say that we've only just received your order, so sorry it's a bit late, but you'll be getting it tomorrow. If there's any problem, call us back.
Right.
And I'm thinking, we had the order this morning. So I phoned back, and I said, can I speak to Darlene, please? Literally 7 minutes later. Can I speak to Darlene, please? Yes, what's it regarding? It's about an order. My name's Mr. Lee. She just called me. OK. Then the woman came back a minute and says, yes, Darlene doesn't remember making a phone call to you. I said, she just...
What?
She just made a phone call literally 7 minutes ago. The phone call was at 14 minutes past 5. It was 7 minutes ago. She was, are you sure it was Boots.com? I said, yes! She phoned up and said, it's Darlene from Boots.com. Could you call me back? And she went back, she came back and says, sorry, Mr. Lee, Darlene has no record of this phone call being made whatsoever. And I said, well, OK, it's about this order. Just let you know, the order came today. So she checked the order. She says, that's right, Mr. Lee, there's obviously been a mistake. That the order is done. This morning, the order comes again. I've got the order again.
You're going to send it back?
I'm going to keep it because I don't think they've charged my. I don't think they've charged my credit card, so I'm going to keep it.
Well, technically, it's their fault.
Technically, I got 2 BT home hubs as a direct result of that.
And you did try and sort it out.
I did try and sort it, but the fact that she went, Darlene doesn't remember making that phone call. It was 7 minutes ago. I know she's working in a call centre, but she called me 7 minutes ago.
Do you know what? For 1 second, I thought you were going to do a Steve Allen's Maplin's rant.
I don't know what that is, and I don't want that poison invading my life, Vicky. Well done on the driving.
Cheers.
Ta-ta. God, look at this list of things that people want to talk about. The 11 o'clock show, getting rid of junk, asking Iain about his last name, finding out if Iain can talk about nothing. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Oh, I so wasn't ready.
No, that's not right.
Iain Lee.
Iain Lee.
Absolute
Radio.
Now I am.
Moving, just keep moving.
So the next song is 1 minute 52 seconds long.
What they're doing to us?
They're trying to make me work. Listen, I've given a brilliant idea to the bosses at Absolute Radio for a show. A brilliant idea for a show.
Yeah.
Which they'll never go with, right? It's an idea I've had for a long, long time. And then I heard Adam Buxton doing something similar, and I thought, man, I had that idea like 6 years ago when I was on a beach in Spain. I remember having this idea. So I've given it to them. And basically, I said I would do it for free for a little while. Yeah. Well, I said, give me an hour. Like, rubbish hour that no one listens to, like a dead hour. And believe it, there must be an hour that's dead.
There must be.
And let me choose all the songs for that hour. Let me choose the songs from my record collection.
And play them off vinyl.
And play them on vinyl, play them on CD, play them off my iPod, play them whatever. And it would have themes. For example, we could do an hour, one show, where all the songs are under 2 minutes long.
Yeah.
It would be brilliant, wouldn't it? It'd be brilliant. So you played the next song, the 59th Street Bridge song by Simon & Garfunkel. You play whatever the other song was. You'd have all these songs that are under 2 minutes.
Can you imagine trying to do that with vinyl, though, getting them all ready?
I don't know if it would be vinyl. I think it would probably end up being the CD and the iPod. But that would be a theme one week. Then the next week it would be, I don't know, it would be whatever, family. And then you could play a nice bit of country and western, play some Dixie Chicks, play some Monkees. You could play some, electronica from the mid-90s.
You'd have to play Mumford & Sons, though.
You would have to contractually have a Mumford & Songs and who's that fella who's ripped off Billy Joel? Five Dangerfield. To play Five Dangerfield. That will be the thing. But I said, look, I'll do it. I'll do it for free. Give me a rubbish hour. They have not got back to me yet, which that can only be a good thing. That can only mean, that they are considering it as a possibility. David is in Guildford. Good evening, David.
Hi, Ian.
Hello, David.
Well, the show is about nothing, yeah?
Correct.
And you being a radio presenter,
yes,
I figured you must be very good at talking, yeah?
That's open to debate.
Okay, well, I think you're very good at talking.
Correct.
So I want to make a bet with you.
Okay.
I'll bet you £5 that you can stay silent for 20 seconds.
I have to check a technical thing. Robbie?
You can do it for 19.5 seconds, otherwise Mr. Griss will get a text message to say we've gone off air.
Okay, so I can't do that for technical reasons.
19.5 seconds will do.
Well, I don't want to go that close, because I don't want the emergency tape to fire off, because what happens...
What will happen? The tape will come on, and then when you start again, the tape will turn off.
Does it stop automatically? Yeah. Okay, but I'm just worried. I know it's 12:30 and it's kind of late, but I'm just worried. Will you be talking, David?
Yeah, I just want to say something quickly.
What, in the 19 seconds?
Yeah, and I'll offer you, I'll be generous. I'll offer you 15 seconds.
Okay, so you're going to say, if I can keep quiet for 15 seconds while you talk...
Yeah.
You'll give me a £5.
And if I get a text message on my phone to say we've gone off air because I'm on the group, then he loses.
Okay, yeah, exactly. All right, David, I'm up for it. Are you ready? You're 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Well, what I want to say is... Barcode. Barcode.
I hear barcode!
I think I said it a lot of times there.
Yeah, I had your fader down for most of it, though, David, so that didn't get out. That didn't really work, did it?
That's rubbish.
It was utter rubbish. I thought he was saying, effer. I thought he was saying F for the F.
He's stealing that off Chris Miles anyway. He does try and trigger off the back at tip.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We've all... Well, hey, listen, can I just say, kids, if you missed any of the features in tonight's show, you can either go and download the podcast tomorrow or listen to Scott Mills in about 3 weeks' time.
Yeah.
You'll get the same stuff, it'll all work. Let's go to Jacob in Camberley. Good evening, Jacob. Jacob?
Hello.
Hello, Jacob.
How are you?
I'm already irritated by this phone call.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I have my headphones plugged in.
Well done,
and
you.
They didn't work.
No.
I wanted to talk to you about your last name.
Okay. Why would you want to discuss that?
I don't know. I was Googling you, and it came up on Wikipedia.
Right. Wikipedia, the home of the lazy fact. Yep, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, it said that you were Iain Lee, and then some weird name that was spelled R-O-U-G.
Okay.
V-I-E.
Right.
And it sounded really weird, and I wondered if that was true or not.
But why do you wonder that?
I don't know. It's just annoying me.
Why?
But
But why is it
know.
annoying you? It's strange that of all things about me would annoy you.
Yeah.
You're not giving a very good reason or presenting an interesting conversation as to why I should talk about it.
Maybe I should talk about something else.
Well, look, what do you want to know?
I wanted to know, before you changed your name just to Iain Lee, was that one of your names?
Yes, that was my surname, yes.
Oh, that's a cool name.
It's not, it's a terrible name.
Yeah, I just said that.
But that's not, that is no longer my name. My name is legally, when I found out, if you want to know, I'll tell you. When I found out that I was going to be getting married, because I asked a lady if she would marry me and she said yay, I decided to legally change my name and drop Rugby, for that is how it's pronounced, for two reasons. Would you like to know the two reasons?
Go on.
You've asked, Jacob, so I'm going to tell you now. Firstly, because no one could pronounce it or spell it is one reason why I didn't use it. And secondly, because I don't get on with my dad and haven't seen him for years.
That's a good... They're both two good reasons.
There you go, you see, Jacob. That's the truth behind the matter.
Oh, another thing is...
I think that's enough for one evening, don't you? I think that's more than
that
enough.
information's going to end up on Wikipedia in the next 10 minutes.
Yeah, no one has secrets anymore, do they? Kitty Golightly.
Hello.
Hello, Kitty.
Hello, dear. How are you?
I'm good.
Thank goodness we cleared that up with your name.
I'm glad that's cleared up. People have been fuming and wondering about that for ages.
Yeah, I'm sure I saw it on BBC News earlier.
Yeah, but that along with the people swimming in the Serpentine, it's always on the news.
And the fact that Deck missed a goal in the World Cup.
This was on the news. Was it on the TV news? I know it was on the BBC News website.
I don't watch telly very much, but I saw it on the BBC.
Deck didn't see the goal in England in the game because there's a power cut. It was on the BBC News website.
Oh, Deck is in Anton, Deck.
Yeah, Deck missed the goal.
Well, surely he can afford a generator.
I think he was in a pub at the time.
He was in a pub, so Deck missed the goal. So BBC News website closes down, and everyone goes has a fit. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it.
Obviously, a national disaster, isn't it?
Exactly.
Oh my God, birds are dying.
Yeah. Anyway, Kitty.
Sorry, I went off on a little tangent.
A little ranty tangent. A rangent.
That's really good, actually.
That's it.
Can I steal it?
You can have that. You can have rangent. Yes, go off on a
Thank
rangent.
you very much.
You're welcome, Kitty.
Right, I've completed my rangent now.
By the
so
way,
what
we
I
have
was
to talk for a long
actually
time because the next song is only 1 minute 51. Hey, it'd be good, wouldn't it, if I had an hour and played music that I wanted to play from my iPod and stuff?
I think it'd be marvellous.
Be wonderful.
I'd like to do that.
Bit of Dixie Chicks, so it'd be
Oh,
great.
God. In that case, no. Can you not?
Oh, shut up. The Dixie Chicks are awesome.
They're really not.
Oh, Kitty Golightly.
Yes, dear.
Oh, look at line 2. Yeah, they're not getting on. Oh no, what's the Dixie Chicks did a brilliant album. I can't remember what it's called. I'm going to have to go to my iPod, which is the album they recorded after one of them came out and said she was embarrassed that George Bush came from Texas. And they were exactly. But she said it in Shepherd's Bush, a concert in Shepherd's Bush. There's a brilliant film about it, right? So she said in Shepherd's Bush, we're embarrassed that George Bush comes from Texas. And they were at home in Texas, they were the darlings of the country scene and were playing like stadiums, huge stadiums. They went back and people were burning their records, people were spitting at them, people were walking out of their concerts. It got really nasty. So then they recorded this fantastic, Taking the Long Way, that's it, recorded this fantastic album that's kind of like a sub-political thing about, well, hey, I can say what the hell I want. It's wonderful, Kitty. Everyone, go and find the Dixie Chicks movie, whether you like them or not, and watch the film. It's an absolute treat. Then they go and work with Rick Rubin, for goodness sakes.
There's a film.
Huh?
There's a film?
There's a documentary about this event where they slagged off George Bush. It's
not like Spice World, where...
It's not like Spice World, no. Well, they had to cut out Gary Glitter because between them filming it and them releasing it, he came out as a nonce. It's not like that.
I don't think he came out.
Well, no, he did.
I think he's more kind of shoved out.
Yeah, I think so. I was so gutted when that came out, because I used to love Gary Glitter. He kissed my hand once when I was 17. True story. So I was one removed from his hideous crimes, I still want to do I still want to do a documentary about Gary Glitter. I still would like to see someone. And this is, people say, well, no, you can't, because you can't talk. You can't. I would still like to see someone sit with him.
How they say it?
Yeah, they do.
Oh,
I'd like to see someone sit with him and go, what were you thinking, man? What is going on in your head that you ruined everything by doing this?
But he's in complete denial, isn't he?
He is in complete denial. He is in complete denial.
Get anything good out of him.
But it would be... No, I still think there's a show in there, and one day the TV companies will believe me and let me go and do that show. Anyway, Kitty, please, there was a point to this call, yeah?
There was indeed a point to this call. Yeah. I had a moment of revelation earlier on.
Oh, yeah, go on.
You were talking about the 11 o'clock show.
Yeah, I'm the guy that used to be on it.
Yeah, I met you.
Sorry?
I met you. You probably don't remember this.
Well, obviously, if you didn't remember it, and I'm the slightly more significant person in this meeting...
Who says that?
Well, I met like 3 or 4 chicks back in the day.
I've met Ant and Dec.
But was Dec fuming
really
about missing
relevant.
a goal? Okay.
He's very relevant at the moment, Ian. Very relevant.
Yes, his finger is on the pulse of the news. Okay, so where and when did we meet?
I came to see the 11 o'clock show being recorded.
Wow, okay.
And because I can't pass up the opportunity when I'm dead to do something,
yeah.
I was dead to kind of leap over after the filming finished, and I came over and I said, "Hi, I'm not mental. Can I have an autograph?"
Was I nice, or was I... Because I was on the borderline of being a bit of a dick those days, like in those days.
You were nice, but you seemed really nervous.
I was terrified for that whole 3 years of doing that programme. I was terrified.
Yeah, you gave me an autograph on the back of a cue card.
Oh.
I posted a photo of it. You put two, obviously my real name, and then you said, "Thanks for asking for an autograph, Ian Lee."
Oh, yeah, that's quite charming. I was maybe I hadn't quite become the dick then that I was to become. But how could you have only just remembered that?
I don't know. I really don't know. And I've been listening to you since the old radio station days.
And it's only just clicked that we have a connection.
We have.
We could have been something together if the wind had blown in a different direction on that day.
We could have been the Kylie and Jason, not something that wasn't in Australia.
Well, there you go. You see, you missed your chance. Now I've got a ring on my finger. Sorry, ladies, and sorry, some of you gentlemen, but it just ain't gonna happen. Thank you for that, Kitty.
See you later.
Ta-ta. That's weird, isn't it? How can you listen to a radio show for, years? And she says she's been listening for, 3-4 years. And then 4 years later go, well, hang on, I met him. How could you...
I don't know. The 11 o'clock show started a war at our school.
Gee, something else to blame me for. What war did it start?
If you weren't allowed to stay up and watch it, you used to get beaten up.
Wow. Even I was responsible for more bullying than the bullying that I actually carried out myself. That's terrible. The 11 o'clock show, man, I've never earned as good as that. Anyway, here, this song is 1 minute, 51 seconds. There's only any point in me playing it, really, apart from the fact it's a nice song, so I shall play it.
No, that's not right.
Ian Lee.
Ian Lee.
Absolute.
Radio.
It was a loud click of the button there.
Very loud.
That's that. Play music, play. OK, the last 15 minutes of the show. It's been all right tonight. The computer keeps wanting to restart. Restart later, because I know it'll take you 6 hours to do whatever you're going to do. It's been an all right show tonight. I feel that we've kind of been on a spiritual journey together, Robbie.
Yeah, it's been nice.
It has been nice talking about nothing and just bumbling through the show. Maybe that's the way forward, because it's been a darn good show. Mark Crosley is on in 15 minutes. Don't forget, we start at 10 o'clock now. Back tomorrow. At 10 o'clock. I've got 2 more calls on my screen. Let's do these, and we might have time to do some straight to air. Robert. Good evening, Robert.
Hello, Ian. All right?
I'm all right, thank you, Robert. I'm worried because I've got quite an early start in the morning.
Yeah.
But I'm wide awake.
Oh, I know the feeling. It's horrible, isn't it?
I just don't think I'm going to be able to get to sleep. It's hot. I'm wide awake, feeling a bit tense. And
I go through that almost every night of the week, and I just think, oh, well, what the hell if I'm late? It doesn't really matter. They expect me to be late, so even if I'm a bit later, at least I won't be as late as... Do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, who expects you to be late? Your work?
Wherever
you lay your hat. I've got music class tomorrow morning. I can't be late for that.
Music class? What are you learning to play?
I'm not learning to play anything.
Oh, you're giving a music class?
No, I'm just going.
Oh,
that's intriguing, isn't it? That's intriguing.
It is very intriguing. You've got me wondering now.
Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes, and eyes and ears, and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. But Robert, can you do it in Greek?
No.
Kefali omigonata ketaktila to bother you. Kefali omigonata ketaktila to bother you. Matya ke aftya ke stoma ke miti. Kefali omigonata ketaktila to bother you. In Greece, I've said this before, I'll say it again. In Greek,
Iain.
shut up, I'm talking. In Greek, they don't have a word for toes.
Really?
They don't have a word for toes. They call them fingers of the feet.
Like French people call apples, pears, potatoes, apples of the earth.
Potatoes of the earth. Potatoes, the pear of the apple of the earth. Yes. Hang on, Robert. I'm talking. I'm better at it than you. So shut up. I spent a long time earlier this year planting a lot of vegetables. Carrots.
Yes.
Spinach.
Courgettes.
No, not courgettes. Potatoes.
Onions.
And not onions. What are the other onions? Shallots.
Oh yeah, they're good.
And I dug up the shallots today.
Yeah.
Huge, big shallots. But they're all mouldy. They're all... No, not maggoty. They're all just, like, really damp and mouldy. I didn't bother with the potatoes. I bet the potatoes are like something that's come out your bum hole. So, what a wait. I'm never going to plant vegetables ever again. Robert, your turn.
About things that the junk you accumulate around the house.
Yes.
I've got just masses and masses of it, and there's just so much of it, and I don't like to get rid of it, but I've got here, right in front of me, it's called Video Master Home TV Game. It's got off-on, football, tennis, squash...
Wow, it's got off-on, that's my favourite.
Horizontal, up, down, left, right, white, or stripes. I used it, I plugged it in a long while ago. I found it in a skip. I find lots of things in skips.
Okay.
I've got kettles, irons...
Have you heard of Mr. Trebus?
Mr. who?
Mr. Trebus.
No.
Okay, well, all I say is you're suffering from the Trebus effect, but carry on.
Elastic bands, kettles, irons, elastic bands. My mate took them all off my hands, luckily. I had a box of God knows how many was in there.
How many kettles have you got?
Hang on. 1, 2, 3.
Once you get past one, that's...
Why, though, would you get a kettle out of a skip? What if someone's weeding it?
Yeah, because people are often boiling their piss, aren't they?
At the moment. Well, you see them in skips and you think, well, that'll come in handy someday, or someone else will want it.
It won't ever come in handy,
I
though, will
know,
it?
but the day you chuck it out, it will. Someone will say, oh, you haven't got a kettle.
You haven't got a kettle that was like you found lying in a skip that someone could have weed in, have you?
You can buy a kettle for £3.
Yeah, but you can boil them and then it cures all the wee.
I don't think it necessarily does. I think wee is stronger than boil.
Possibly,
Yeah.
but, you know, I've got about 300 joystick packets, all different.
Oh, well, joysticks are all right.
Paper clips.
Robert, can I ask you a question? You won't be offended, will you?
No.
Are you
not to
mental?
offend me.
Are
No,
you mental?
Not at all.
Okay, it's the Trebus
I've
effect.
spoken to you before.
That doesn't necessarily... That kind of... Yeah, you see what I'm saying. Robert, can you move around your house?
I am doing, as we speak.
Once I lived in some flats, converted house that was in some flats, and there was an old lady that lived beneath us, and we never saw her, right?
Yeah.
And one day she knocked on the door. She says, I've locked out, but my rear window is open. Could you climb through the window and go through the flat and let me in? I was like, yeah, okay. I wish I hadn't done it. It was the most heartbreaking thing that ever happened. I went into her house, right?
What did you see?
I saw thousands of dollies, like little dollies.
Yeah.
Scary.
And just plastic bags full of stuff everywhere. Plastic bags.
How many cats was there?
There weren't any cats. That's the thing. If you have more than 2 cats, you're mental. But there were just thousands of dollies, thousands of carrier bags full of stuff. And I just felt so sorry for her. I felt, heartbroken. This poor bonkers woman.
Maybe she didn't really lock herself out. She was just sort of crying for help and hoped that you would sort of get where she was coming from.
No, I went up to her and went, that woman's bonkers. She's bonkers. She's got an edge. She's a nutter. It's the Trebus effect.
I used to know a bloke, and he had so much junk, he used his bath as a cupboard. The
His bath?
area. Yeah, he never bathed himself. Once I went round there and he said, "Oh, I had a really good morning this morning. I had a strip wash in a bowl." Honestly.
Yes, Robert, the thing is, I believe that. Thank you, Robert. We'll leave it there because we're running out of time. Noel Taylor.
Hello, I've got 3 cats on my bed at the moment, so just get rid of them. Hey, Ian!
Hey!
I had a mishap yesterday.
Go on.
My fender and trunk was bent, gas was seeping onto the sidewalk, and I dropped my waffle. Maple syrup down. Okay, I've got an invention that anybody can do.
What? Just give me 1 second, Noel. I'm just going to turn the mics off, so you won't. It'll go silent for a second, but we'll come back to you. Hang on a second. Robbie, what the hell was he going on about there?
No, it's dropping waffle.
He was dropping waffles, syrup side down. What? Yeah, and his fender breaking down or something. What's it?
No idea.
You didn't. So it wasn't. I didn't miss something. He was just talking.
That was just words. Yes.
Okay, let's put the thing back on. Okay. Yes. Noel Taylor, we're back.
Yeah, it's an invention that anyone can do.
They're the best kind.
It's a corn on the cob container.
Okay.
So you know the baking trays that you
I
can
always
get
use
from hardware?
Noel's phone calls to do my emails. Yes.
Yeah.
Charming. And what you do is it's best if you heat them up and you put it on your dining table.
Yeah.
And you put tons of butter in it and you corn on the cob for everybody, one for each person, and it's like delicious. You know, you rotate it whenever you want and loads of butter. Oh, by the way, at a party on Barcode, it's the best-selling single.
I hear Barcode. That kid owes a £5. He owes a £5 to the Frank Sidebottom Fund. No one.
And we're going to check that he's paired it as well.
Yeah, no one has managed to sneak that word past me. No one at all. So he owes me money. We've got 5 minutes, 4 minutes and 30 seconds. If you want to call up and go straight to air, now is a very, very good time to do it. We have no calls and 4 minutes 30 to fill. If no one calls in 30 seconds, I will play Go Your Own Way by Fleetwood Mac as a filler song. I have the power
that is
to
a good
do that.
song.
It's a very, very
or
good song.
we could play The Chain.
Oh, The Chain's a very good song, actually, isn't it? Yeah, let's see if we can get the...
We do have it.
Here we go. You owe us a £5.
No, you owe me a £5, mate.
I don't know you a £5.
Yes, you do. What's his name? David came on the air, and he said it. I definitely counted it.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. I will play you back the podcast.
Go on,
yes,
then.
He does. When I download it tomorrow.
No one called in and said it.
David did. He said, I bet you can't be silent for like 15 seconds.
Yeah, and then I faded him down.
Yes, but...
And then I faded him back up, and then I said, I hear...
Yes, but the time he did, he genuinely said it.
He had not...
5 seconds.
Yeah, and he... Robbie, you're trying to get out of paying £5.
Listen, I'm really... I'm a man, right? I'll pay if I...
Well, actually, you're a boy, but you will be paying. Thank you very much. Let's go to line 4. Line 4, you're on the wireless.
I shagged a cat.
You did what to it?
I shagged a cat.
He did say that. I thought he said that, and he did say that. Let's go to line 8. 8, you're on the wireless.
Hello?
Hello, you're on the air.
I'm on the air.
No, you're not anymore. Let's go to line 6, you're on the wireless.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Phoning up about Ian's overbearing amount of legacy computer equipment.
Oh, yes.
And
that's a nice phrase for it, legacy computers. I like that.
Yeah. Legacy, junk, really, we should call it, shouldn't we?
Oh, well, that's a bit harsh. Okay. I prefer legacy. Legacy's a little bit friendlier.
Yeah, I figured out a way that Ian can basically play all his legacy computer games, but not with the need of his legacy computer equipment.
Okay, so how could Ian play all of his legacy computer games without the need for his legacy computer equipment?
Right, he can get rid of all of that, punt it all on eBay.
Yeah.
And if he's got a PC or something...
Yeah, computer.
Then he can run an emulator.
Oh. And how does that work?
Well, it's basically a little bit of software that pretends to be his old computer equipment.
His legacy computer equipment.
Yeah. That's it, yeah.
Yeah. And what would you call the modern computer? If it's not legacy...
If it's not legacy, well, it's still legacy, I suppose, to some extent, but...
okay, so current, just current.
Current will do.
Current.
For the sake of argument, for the sake
current.
of... Yeah. So he can run an emulator, and using what's called a tape or disk dump...
Oh, yeah.
he can run all his old favourite computer games.
OK, well, I'll let him know.
Top stuff.
Excellent stuff. Thank you very much.
Have you seen that second email down?
The Vagina Fairy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. I wasn't going to read that out. Let's try line 1, you're on the wireless.
Yeah, why would you piss the kettle anyway?
That's a very...
It's large enough to take one.
Listen, we've all weed in kettles, haven't we? We've all done it at some point for a laugh. It's a good
Should we not use the kettle here? Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying here. Line 3, you're on the wireless.
Good evening. This is the patron saint of New Wave and Alternative 80s.
Oh, yeah.
Can you guess who wrote this? We were told to imagine we were introducing our ideal guests for the show. Since my ideal guest would have been John Lennon and Bessie Smith, in a rather tasteless fashion, I mimed dragging their corpses on stage.
I don't know. Andy Partridge?
Jules Holland.
Oh. Why doesn't Jules Holland do a show here? Money, I bet. It's money. He'd be good here, wouldn't he?
Do you think?
I've got a record here, I've got a record bar there, I really like it. It's a squeeze. It'd be good, I think it'd be good. Line 7, you could be the last call of the evening. Do make it good, sir.
Hello. My friend thinks you're really, really cute.
OK, that was flattering, but creepy.
Yeah.
At the same time. Excuse me coughing, dear listener. Thank you for putting up for it. I know it can be an irritation, not just to me physically, but to you hourly. Robbie, thank you very much. Good work this evening.
Thank you.
Mark Crosley is up next. We will be back tomorrow at 10 o'clock. If you missed the show, get the podcast from iTunes or from absoluteradio.co.uk/podcasts. And let me just think. No, that's all I've got to say to you. Ta-ta.